Hey folks, Tony Lockhart here, and we're going to make a bunch of tiny little cat bowls. What I've got right here is 3/4 of a pound, about 12 ounces of clay, and I'm going to throw these on the potter's wheel. Alright, so let's go. A nice little insert. This is one of my bats. Put a little bit of water onto it so it can stick to this little clay lump. Try to tap center it, and then use my finger to provide a seal at the bottom before I try to center it. Give it a little bit more speed. Put a lot of pressure leaning in with this hand so I get it to center, and I'm just guiding it with this hand. So now I can drop the well. Now that it's opened up, I'm going to compress the floor. I'll use a rib a little bit later. I'm trying to get uniformity with the height of the floor. Pushing downwards. That feels good. I'm going to come in underneath with my thumb to help prop the clay upwards, and I'm going to put a thumb in here, or my fingers in here, to help guide the clay upwards. I'm going to do a nice little pinch. And I'm using my thumb on the inside, this thumb here, to help guide the clay upwards. It's kind of like a pull at the same time. So I'll come back in here with my thumb to clean up anything at the base, and I'm pushing outwards, and I'll guide the clay upwards, kind of at the same time. Okay. Now I'll do my pull. There's the sketch. Now all I need to do is to clean it up. So I'll do one last set of compressions, and I'll use a rib tool. I like the profile of that curve right there for the rib, so I'll use that on the inside. So I'm very gently pushing downwards. So on my left side of the rib, right at the center, noticing the center of the pot is lower than the corner of the base. So I am tilting this downwards. So this rounded corner is getting pushed downwards. And what that's going to do is increase the diameter of the base of this bowl, kind of push the clay outwards as well. So it's going to be hard to see, but I'm going to go clean up the other end right here with the rib. And what I want to do is to help compress the walls. So I'll be pushing upwards while I'm pushing inwards with the rib. And that'll leave a very small amount of wasted clay at the bottom. Compress that lip. I think it's about time to clean this up. So, I'm gonna wash my hands a bit. I'm gonna clean off the bat so it dries a little bit more quickly. I'm gonna sponge the center of this bowl. Nice little spiral. And I'll get rid of the sponge marks. And I'll use a piece of leather that'll round off the lip. Use this little tiny metal tool to scrape any excess clay off of the bottom. So that's about all the wasted clay that'll go into the bucket. And then I'll just wire this off. Real slow movement, pressing downwards with the wire tool onto the bat. And then, if you want to, you can go get one more scrape with this. And then that's all the wasted clay. So it's essentially 3/4 of a pound of clay. So let's have a quick look at the profile. Got to be careful to get this in camera because we don't want the bowl to fall off. Got a nice curve as it meets, I guess, where the walls meet the floor. And that curve matches on the inside as well. So I really like following this type of technique because it's very efficient. It takes a long time to do. I'm already 8 minutes into the video, but it's great because you don't really have to trim that much material. As we move forward, what I'm going to need to do is to add a couple of ears right here, and then I'm going to use some underglaze, and I'll draw a little tiny face, and then this will be a nice holiday gift for a kid, where there's going to be a cat face on one of these little tiny cereal bowls. Thanks for watching.